Hi everybody, it's my birthday today. I'm 41 years old today, and I'm so delighted to be practicing yoga on a regular basis and sharing it with you. So we're taking a practice today that's a little bit of core focus, just a subtle core awareness, but a good, well-rounded full body practice for you. So grab your mat and let's get started on the back today. So come down onto your back with your feet on the ground, about mat width distance apart. Start to open your arms out into a cactus, palms facing up. Then give your feet a nice press into the floor and float the hips and pelvis up off the ground to wake up your lower body. Hug your knees in a little bit, and as you inhale, feel the chest float toward the chin, and then exhale, start to melt down upper back, middle back, lower back resting last of all. And take your feet mat width distance and start to windshield wiper. And as you slowly windshield wiper, take a scan of your body and notice how you feel today as you arrive in your yoga practice. Everything else outside the space of the moment can fall away as you unwind and let go of tension and stress that you're holding in your joints. When your knees come back to center, step your feet again a little closer together, and then hug your right knee in toward your side rib. Give your right thigh a squeeze toward the right side rib. And then extend your right sole of the foot toward the ceiling and point and flex through the right foot. Lightly interlace your hands back behind your head and start to extend your right heel out. Pressing through your left foot. Slowly we're lowering your right heel as far down as you feel it can, and then start to bring that right foot up. Bend that knee. Bring the knee closer toward your body. Lift your elbows and just round into a little sit-up. And then inhale, press that right heel away. Open your elbows. You can look up. And then exhale, bring that right knee in, knee to nose. And we'll take 3 more. Inhale, open. Press that right heel away. Exhale, you root through that left foot and draw the ribs in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, press in. Then extend that right foot toward the ceiling. Bring that right leg as close as you can. Press through your left foot, and then with your elbows open, lift your hips. And try to stamp that right sole of the foot right on the ceiling. And then as you lower down, extend that right heel all the way out straight. And then reach your arms overhead, big full inhale. Exhale, hug that left knee in. A light squeeze and step that right foot on the ground. Now extend your left sole of the foot toward the ceiling, point and flex a couple times. And you can interlace your hands with the awkward finger on top right back behind your head. Thumbs are pointing down toward the tops of the shoulders. So we open the elbows and bring that left leg a little closer. We're rooting through that right foot. And then extend your left heel out. That's an inhale as you press that left heel away. And then exhale, bring that left knee in and ribs in and lift up. And flow with your breath. Inhale, extend, elbows open. Exhale, draw it in, pressing through that right foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, good. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Whatever range of motion feels available for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale last time and exhale. Bringing that knee in, then let your head fall back. Extend that left foot up and bring the left leg a little bit closer toward your body, and then start to extend that left heel all the way out and stretch your arms away from the bottom of your mat. Big full inhale. Exhale, hug your right knee in. Give that a squeeze. And then extend your right heel out. Reach your arms overhead for the inhale. Exhale, hug that left knee in for a squeeze. And then extend. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Keeping your arms overhead as you exhale, lightly grab your elbows overhead and bring both knees in and extend your feet up toward the ceiling. Rotate your toes around. It's waking up the ankles a little bit. And then with the feet flexed, start to open your heels away from each other and roll to point your toes down toward the ground. So that's the inhale. Then exhale, gently squeeze the inseam of the inner thighs in until the big toes touch. And we'll inhale, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, pulling in. Inhale, open, pressing the heels away. Exhale, squeeze in. And you can grab the other elbow, switch which hand is grabbing which elbow. Good. And keep squeezing in. And the next time you draw the big toes to touch, you're going to start to bend the knees, point the toes, and lightly touch your toes down toward the ground. And then start to slide the heels out, nice and straight, all the way along. Then interlace your fingers, press your palms away from the outside edges of the feet so we get nice and long all along the side waists. Finding that inhale on the belly, exhale, hugging the knees in, rock a little bit, cross either ankle on top, and we will rock our way up into sit. Rocking up into an upright seat. Find yourself in your tall seat, hands in front of the shins, drop your shoulders, inhale, look up. Exhale, pull your belly in, chin toward chest. Couple seated cat and cows. Inhale, lifting up through the chest, look up. Exhale, pull in, ribs in, chin to chest. And inhale, arch. And exhale, pull in, bring your knees in, uncross. You can balance your heels on the ground. Extend your arms forward, thumbs up. Lift your heels, turning on that lower belly, pulling the belly in. And we'll lift the heels a little more on the inhale. Exhale, cross either ankle on top. Roll over your knees. Make your way into a tabletop. Take your feet flat in this tabletop. Shift into the top of that left foot just a little bit and extend your right toe straight back. Trace a circle on the back wall, lifting the back of the head. Tracing that circle, keep lifting your lower belly, nice straight arms. And then when you inhale, lift your heel, flex your foot. When you exhale, come up to tented fingers, walk your fingers forward a little bit, then slide your right foot forward wider than your right wrist, coming into a lizard lunge. Let the inner thighs scissor apart. Press through the ball of your right foot. Root through the top of your left foot on the inhale, look up. On the exhale, draw the hips back, keeping your left hip about over your knee, and curl your right toes toward your face with a soft right knee. Pull your belly in. You can either look between your hands or look down at the tail. Then inhale, glide forward, inner thighs draw apart, gently look up. Exhale, inner thighs scissor up and in. Right heel tractions into the floor. Right thigh bone pulls right into the hip socket. Then inhale, glide through. And then exhale, belly in. Thinking of that inner thigh, psoas, and belly connection. Inhale one more time. Exhale, send the hips back and slide that right leg back. Toes are tucked, hips to heels. Lift your knees, come on up into downward dog. When you peek at your feet in downward dog, see that those second toes are about parallel in a nice line from that area, that center of the space between the first and second toe, all the way up to the center knee, right up to the hip. And we'll drift really easily into a plank. Really drawing your lower belly in, spreading your chest, looking forward. And then bring your knees down, hips to heels. Exhale toward child's pose. And then come back up into your tabletop, top of the right foot flat, extend your left toe straight back. And trace the circle. Really toning and lifting that belly. Whatever circle is available, it could be a small circle, or maybe a little larger. You're waking up the hip joint, the core, and also the gluteal butt muscles. And then inhale, flex that foot lift. Tented fingers. Fingers come a little forward of the shoulders. They're going to slide that left foot forward wider than the left wrist. Inch your right knee back as much as you feel you can. Take the top of your right foot flat for this lizard lunge. Inner thighs spiral apart as you look up gently. Exhale, scissor the inner thighs in and gently draw that left toe, curl the left toes toward your face. Coming into that Ardha Hanumanasana, it's a half split. So see what range of motion is available here, and we'll take this flow. With the breath on the inhale, you draw the hips forward and down. And you exhale, send the hips back and curl the left toes toward your body. And inhale, gliding through. And exhale, pull the belly in and coming on back. One more time. And then when you exhale, belly in, slide that left foot back, tuck the toes, come on up into downward dog again. Pedaling the feet. Lifting the sitting bones high. Finding that moment at the end of the exhale where you take a moment to pause and you feel the lower belly kind of suction in toward the spine and drift into an easy plank. Hug your elbows in, come all the way down onto the belly. When you make your way on the belly, take your feet flat. Reach your arms around, thumbs down, zip your big toes together. We lift up into an easy locust, Shavasana. Toes and fingers stretch toward the back wall. Let's inhale, fill the belly, stretch your hands straight back. Exhale, release. Palms under elbows, tuck your toes, coming up into tabletop. Good. Now take your feet flat. Let's take our right hand a little further than the shoulder and extend your left heel straight back. Flex your left foot and open and stack that left hip on top of the right. So you come into an Ardha Chandrasana variation. Nice. So it would be nice and strong there. Lay your left arm alongside your body with your left hand resisting into the thigh and lifting that thigh, that kind of seam on the outside edge of your pants, up into your hand. Nice, strong core. Inhale. When you exhale, we're going to roll that left hip down. Bring your left hand down a little forward of the shoulder, and then extend your right fingertips forward. And then release your left toes down. Cartwheel your right pinky up toward the ceiling. Bring in your arms to a nice T. Little twist. Gently following your gaze up toward the fingertips in the air. And spiraling that right sitting bone around toward the left sitting bone. Lifting your left thigh. Finding that moment of the exhale where you hug the belly in. Building some fire or a little heat. Little agni, digestive fire. Deep in the belly. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Tuck your right toes, and we're going to lift that left heel right up into a three-legged dog. And then roll your way into plank. Let's make our way all the way down. You can modify on your knees if you need to. Come onto your belly, take your feet flat. Reach your arms around, and if it feels available, interlace your fingers. Root through the pelvis, lift up, Shalabhasana. Reach the toes back, reach the sternum straight ahead. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, release. Palms under elbows, tuck your toes, coming up into tabletop. Take your feet flat. Take your left hand forward of the shoulder, tented fingers, extend your right foot straight back. You could tuck those left toes under if that feels a little more stable. We're going to extend that right heel with a flexed right foot and lay your right arm alongside the body so the right shoulder blade is pulling right onto the back. That right shoulder is kind of tractioning away from the ear, and you resist the thigh up into the hand, hand into the thigh. And use your core to stabilize. You draw your ribs in toward the belly button. Breathing. Keep the gaze kind of neutral. One more inhale. Exhale, you start to roll that right hip down. Release your right hand down about a little further forward of the shoulder. Roll your right hip point down as you extend your left fingertips forward, and then bring your right toes down. Press your right heel away from the right fingertips. Then cartwheel, spiraling your right pinky up toward the ceiling, opening your right fingertips up toward the sky. Lifting that right thigh. One more inhale, looking up at the hand in the air. Exhale, you pull that belly in, generating that agony, that fire in the belly. And slowly, when you're ready, take that left hand down, and then lift that left knee and slide your right heel straight up into three-legged dog. We'll roll our way into plank. Go ahead and bring your knees down and stand up on your knees. Shake your hands a little bit. And then start to slide your right fingertips down toward your calf. Then stretch your left arm up alongside the ear. Keeping the gaze neutral or turning to look toward the ceiling. And we'll inhale there. And then exhale. Drape that left arm down. Belly in. Then slide the left fingertips down right toward the calf. And stretch the right arm right up overhead. Nice side bend. Look to the right. Looking up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Come on back to center. Drawing your belly in. Extend your arms forward. Press your palms together. And then start to take your feet flat. And we're going to sit over to the right, keeping your arms extend. Slide your legs around and flex your feet. Pressing your palms together. Extend your arms straight up. And slide your heels toward your sitting bones. Open your knees. Reach up through the fingertips. Inhale. And then exhale. Belly in. Lean back. Feet press. Then inhale. Palms up. Exhale. Reach the fingertips toward the front of your mat. Knees fall open. Look down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Forward here, we're going to go to the right as far as you can. Bringing the crown of the head a little more over the tail. And then forward. And then to the left. Keeping your arms extending as much as you can. And forward. And exhale right. And inhale, reach. And exhale back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, interlace, press the palms forward. Why don't we interlace the awkward finger on top? Reach the arms up, squeeze your knees in, extend your legs out straight. Reach up, look up on the inhale. Exhale, press away and lower back, whatever degree. Inhale, press up. And exhale, pull in. And inhale up. And exhale. Release the interlace, let your palms drift up, and make your way all the way onto the back. And find yourself on the back. Finding yourself on the back, resting for a moment. And then take your knees open, soles of feet together. Just for a moment in that Baddha Konasana, notice if one knee wants to dip over to one side more than the other. We'll try to make those knees equal and the hips equal. And we'll engage the gluteal muscles. Try to squeeze the gluteal muscles and then draw your inner thighs together and plant your feet on the floor. So you feel those thigh bones come to plug right in the hip sockets. Then root through the feet, lift the hips and pelvis, coming up towards your bridge. Dragging one shoulder at a time underneath your back. If it's available, you can interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift your chest. Press the feet away from the shoulders. Exhale, roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back melting. And when your lower back rests, Hug your knees in and find a full happy baby. Nice way to finish a practice to even out the hips, grabbing for the outer feet, ankles, or shins, and rocking gently side to side, massaging out your back. Sending your body some nice, compassionate, nourishing vibes. And go ahead and release. We're going to find Shavasana. Find yourself on the back for a Shavasana, the final pose where all you do is rest into the support of the ground and let the ground absorb away whatever you want to release. So you might imagine that your stress, your tension, your anxiety, your overthinking, or whatever else that's kind of bothering you in this moment can melt away, released. The edges of those aspects can soften. And you let go of effort, let go of any gripping in the joints, circulating your jaw to unclench your teeth. Imagining light, a lot of light and space flowing through the body, and freedom in the joints. Letting the tongue soften. It's nice to rest in Shavasana as long as you would like. Letting your nervous system come back to a calm state. Let's start a gratitude practice for anything and all you have to be grateful for in this moment, inviting that into your mind's eye and into your energy field. And we start to wiggle fingers and toes, eventually waking up more and reaching the arms overhead. Take a reset, hitting the restart button. Big full inhale, exhale, gently drawing the knees in, finding a hug, inviting compassion for wherever you're at. And then go ahead and take your time to roll to either side and slowly make your way up into a comfortable seat. And that's where we'll meet. Finding your way up into a tall seat, take your hands to heart center, gently drawing in the belly. You have that awareness in the core. Thanking yourself for showing up today. And I am wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Thanks for joining me for my birthday practice today and being a part of my channel. I really appreciate if you like, share, subscribe, or even hit that super thanks button to support my efforts. And I look forward to seeing you again. Keep it up. Take care.